Alright people, so welcome to Jumbo IAS and welcome to UPSC Prelims Phoenix batch. In this batch, we revise the entire syllabus, both static as well as current affairs for your prelims examination. Now currently, this particular lecture is related to our current affairs series, and as you all know, if you have been following the Phoenix batch, well, we are currently continuing with science and technology related current affairs. Now today is day 3 for science and technology, and today we are going to cover those current affairs which are related to computer, IT, AI, quantum computing, all these things. So computer IT is our today's target, and all the important current affairs from this topic would be covered in today's lecture. Now the notes for this lecture have been already shared with you. Therefore, before watching this lecture, I am expecting that you have already gone through your notes because that was your revision number 1. Now we are going to revise all these current affairs through a set of 20 MCQs through this lecture. So this would be revision number 2. 2 revisions, well, you won't forget anything in your prelims examination. Alright then, let's start today's lecture without further delay. Let's begin. So science and technology, current affairs, day 3, and our today's targets were computer and IT. Okay, so let's start with question number 1. So question 1. Regarding Bharat Gen initiative, which of the following statements best describes its unique positioning compared to global LLMs? Global LLMs? LLM stands for, as you already know this, large language models, which means these chat GPTs, Gemini, Perplexity, all these things. Okay, so this is India's chat GPT. So what is it? It is a sovereign government-funded multimodal system designed to capture regional idioms and oral traditions. Indian languages, okay? It functions solely as a text-based chatbot to compete with ChatGPT. It utilizes Bharat Data Sagar to ensure cultural and social nuances are embedded in the training datasets. It is designed to bridge the digital divide for non-English speaking populations, including farmers and artisans. So we are creating our own ChatGPT, okay, which would be trained on data from Indian languages, oral traditions, idioms, all these things, Indian history. All right. Now it is a sovereign, that means government funded multimodal. Multimodal means that it can process text, images, audio, many different types of files. Okay. So this is correct. It functions solely as text based. No, I told you text, images, everything can be processed. So this is false. Now every LLM is trained on certain data sets. Okay. Now this Bharat Gen, which is a short form for Bharat Generative AI. Okay. This Bharat Gen would be trained on Indian data sets. Okay. Because that is why it will be able to process Indian languages. Now, where is this data coming from? Well, this data set was created by the government called Bharat Data Sagar. So this is correct. And the purpose of this is to bridge the digital divide for non-English speaking populations. Non-English speaking populations would be able to process or use large language models. You understand? So this is also correct. The correct answer would be 1, 3 and 4 because only second statement is incorrect. All right. Next. With reference to India AI Mission 2.0, consider the following. The mission emphasizes diffusion, shifting focus from infrastructure building to large-scale adoption by MSMEs. The sovereign compute capacity target has been expanded to 58,000 plus GPUs in phase 2. It introduced statutory licensing for training data as part of its evolved regulatory stance. The mission operates under Niti Aayog as primary nodal agency. So India AI mission was launched. Now, after its successful implementation in February 2026, its second version, phase 2, 2.0 was launched. Now, the first phase basically focused on developing infrastructure for AI. Okay, data centers. All right. And the chips on which these AI models would run, the chips. These specialized chips are called graphics processing units, GPUs. That was the focus of phase 1. Now, phase 2 will focus on application of these things. The AI models that would be created under India AI mission would be now made applicable for MSMEs. This would be the focus. Earlier, the focus was back-end infrastructure development. Now, the back-end infrastructure development has been done. Now, you will create applications for MSMEs. So, this is correct. This is also correct. The targets for AI chips, GPUs, has been expanded. Now, the data on which this will be trained, these AI models would be trained, well, we are not using statutory licensing framework. Why? Because every time you have to get someone's data, you will have to pay licensing fee. We don't want to do that. we are using a fair use system in which people can donate voluntarily their data on which the AI model can be trained. So it won't be licensing framework. So this is false. And this mission operates under MeitY, Ministry of Electronics, IT. Okay, not Niti Aayog. So only two, 1 and 2 are correct. All right, next. The 7 sutras of India AI vision include which of the following principles? So basically, India AI vision gives you 7 principles on which our AI mission would work on. Now, which of the following are its principles? So innovation over restraint. So we won't restrain AI development. We would allow people to innovate whatever they want. Understandable by design, explainable AI. Don't make overcomplicated AI. Algorithmic neutrality. Now, this is very important. What do you mean by algorithmic neutrality? Suppose you created an AI and that AI posted something unlawful on Instagram, right? Now, what would you do? Would you punish the AI? How can you punish the AI? Or would you punish the person who developed this AI? Well, in this case, we apply algorithmic neutrality that we can't, how can we find AI responsible? We can't hold AI responsible because AI functions differently. This is algorithmic neutrality. India does not follow algorithmic neutrality. India will hold AI or its creator responsible. So this is not one of the principles. Okay. Fairness and equity will be there. So answer would be 1, 2, and 4. All right. Next. Regarding the IT Rules Amendment 2026 for synthetically generated information, AI, deepfakes, consider the following. SGI explicitly covers AI generated text, audio, video that appears authentic. It mandates the embedding of tamper-resistant metadata to trace content origin. The takedown window for unlawful SGI has been reduced to 2 hours notice. So recent amendment to IT rules has done these changes. First of all, rules for AI generated images that are posted online, videos, this would be covered under these rules. Yes. Now, suppose someone created something unlawful using AI and posted it. Now, to trace that person who generated that content, well, metadata will be shared with the law enforcement agency so that they can trace who gave the command to create this video. So yes, this is part of the rules. And plus, well, if there is unlawful, AI generated unlawful stuff on Instagram or YouTube, well, the government will issue a notice to YouTube or Instagram, and YouTube or Instagram have to remove that content within 22 hours. Okay, especially for sensitive AI videos. Okay, which can start a riot or defame someone beyond repair. Within 2 hours, you have to remove it. So this is correct. All statements are correct. Okay, next. India's approach to AI governance is characterized as a hybrid approach. This is best defined as, now, AI governance, well, the world over there is this debate on AI governance. And what is this debate? We all know that AI, if misused, can be dangerous. We all know this. But if, to prevent this danger, you are going to heavily regulate AI, heavily put rules and regulations on AI's development, then that would remove innovation, AI innovation also. Yes, that would harm innovation. If you're putting so many rules and regulations on developers and people's use of AI so that it is not misused, well, if you're putting too much regulations, well, that would harm innovation, and the benefits of AI also won't be capitalized properly. So what should we do? We should follow a balanced approach. We should take care of, we should regulate AI enough so that it isn't dangerous, but we should also not over-regulate so that it harms AI innovation, because AI can be beneficial. That is why India's AI governance model follows hybrid approach, which means, well, sector-specific model. So we are just following a light touch, very light rules for AI. Plus, for every sector, we have different rules. For example, health AI. AI in health, we'll have different set of rules. Okay. For defense AI, we'll have different rules. So sector-specific rules. And we will treat AI as a digital public infrastructure, like we treat UPI. This is our approach. C. Okay, next. The 2025 Nobel Prize in Physics recognized research on macroscopic quantum mechanics. Which of the following is a key outcome of this work? Now, well, the thing is that quantum technology is the next path-breaking technology. But the thing is that quantum physics, which is weird physics, okay, in this quantum realm, well, things can teleport, many weird things can happen. But quantum physics only operates at, and this is very important, subatomic levels. Electrons, positrons, they showcase quantum properties. Macroscopic objects don't show quantum properties. But in 2025, well, not just subatomic particles, but macroscopic electrical circuits, which are macroscopic, they're not subatomic, you can see them. Well, the researchers showcased quantum properties in these electrical circuits. Okay, so earlier, up till now, it was only, it was felt that quantum properties only operate at subatomic levels, not at bigger levels, from which we can, those things which we can see with the naked eye. Well, that has been disproved. That is why it is called macroscopic quantum mechanics. And the researchers who did that using an electrical circuit, well, got Nobel Prize in 2025. So demonstration that human scale electrical circuits can have quantized energy levels. Okay, this is very important discovery for quantum computing. Quantum computers are here and they are, well, billions and trillions times better than existing computers. They are, well, great. Any which way. Next. In the context of National Quantum Mission, realizing the importance of quantum physics, well, India launched National Quantum Mission so that we are not far behind other countries, China, Russia, and USA. Okay, so we also want to develop quantum computing, quantum mechanics. So we launched National Quantum Mission. So in National Quantum Mission, we would research on quantum sensing, quantum materials, quantum computing. So what are these pairs? So quantum sensing, high sensitivity atomic clocks. So this is the domain and this is its primary focus or application. Quantum materials, developing superconductors. Quantum computing, building 52,000 physical qubits. Okay, so yes, quantum sensing is used for sensing time in atomic clocks. Quantum materials can be used to build superconductors. And quantum computing will be used to build qubits. Now, what are qubits? You know, traditional computers, okay, whatever command you give to a computer, it processes it as a string of 0 ones. You must have studied this in your school. Computer processes information in the form of binary, right? And this one dash, it can either be 0 or 1. This another dash, 0 or 1. Another dash, 0 or 1. These dashes are called bit. 8 bits make 1 byte. Okay, 1000 bytes make kilobyte, 1000 kilobytes make 1 megabyte, 1000 megabytes make 1 GB, 1000 GBs make 1 terabyte. You must have, well, you all are aware of this. Okay, so this is how traditional computers work. But quantum computers are weird. In computers, this dash can either be 0 or 1. But what if this dash can be 0, can be 1, can be both 0 and 1 at the same time? If that is the case, then this bit becomes qubit. And that is what happens in a quantum computer. And that is why quantum computers are more powerful than traditional computers. Because they don't have bits, they have qubits. You understand? Okay. So third is all pairs are correctly matched, basically. All right. Next.